It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley. 5 yards on the game's first play, 2nd down.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll go to Barkley again. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41. And they'll look to avoid an early 3-and-out here on 3rd and 4. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it here. And that's caught inside the 35. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A.J. Brown, 68 yards. And the Eagles' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down. Veteran running back like him, we've seen a lot of those chunk carries in his career.
And that's why you don't just look at his birth certificate and decide when a guy is done, right? Because you know as well as I do, in this league, as soon as you hit 30, they're looking to let you go if you're a running back. Sometimes there's a little tread left on the tires.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. To throw is Jackson. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Josh Sweat rushing in and bringing him down to the ground. The defense is always talking about not letting Lamar Jackson get comfortable. A good job there on his opening drive of making him uncomfortable.
And you're talking about doing it so early in the game because all week long, there's been anxiety on the defensive side of the ball. How do we keep this guy hemmed in? How do we tackle him to get it done?
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the 1st. They go play action now. Jackson. And incomplete on the deep ball.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but he did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
In motion left, Bateman. They go play action with Jackson. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. How to get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 19. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on third. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Play action. Now Jackson. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Zay Flowers from 19 yards away. And the Ravens are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And not much doing on the return. Good coverage there. Going to stop him in his tracks at the 15-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
So after that safety, now a free kick situation forthcoming as they punt it away from the 20. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry to about the 40-yard line.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Henry out of the pistol. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. They keep it with Henry on 1st down. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Here's Jackson to throw. Completes it to Aguilar. So 8 yards on the completion there, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. Jackson from the shotgun. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Fourth down, here's Jackson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. In motion left, Bateman. This time, Jackson will throw it. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Oh, my, you know that's one that he'll want to have back. I mean, they did everything right. Got the linebackers commit on the play action. He just flat out missed.
And Jackson throwing once more. And he comes back with one complete. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Now it's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes this a 9-point game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And a nice return, but he's going to pay for it as they knock him down hard at the end. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. Well, this hasn't really been a first half to remember on either side of the ball, but I think this kind of makes this an important drive. You'd love to get this back to a one-score game if you can, and that's good work there to get some yardage.
Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown! Saquon Barkley in the final seconds of the first half. And the Eagles are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead is down to 2. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 20-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. They're looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. He may go. And he will be out of bounds with no time remaining on what will be the final action of this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half.
Missed.
It will not go down. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half They didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room.
Breaks the tackle now in alley. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 78 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Again, it's Henry. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Tenth carry now for Derrick Henry. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They set up the screen for Henry. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. Henry up the middle. Powers through. He's down inside the 10 to the 8. And it comes on a gain of 8.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Being chased out left. Looking for Aguilar, and it's intercepted. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Hurts. Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. Barkley will struggle to get to the line of scrimmage as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal? And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Saquon Barkley, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Eagles have taken a fourth quarter lead. A late turnover is so often the difference in a ball game, and here the turnover leads to the go-ahead touchdown.
So repeat after me, partner. You have to take care of the football. In order to protect the lead, you must take care of the football. Ball security. How many times do they have to say it? They've been preaching it since day one of camp, and it came back to bite them right there.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the pressure is on now. They're being shut out here in the second half after a decent first half offensively. But they need their best drive of the game right here. And Jackson going to have the first down as he will get to the ground to avoid the contact. A nice pickup there, 10 yards. They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here. Powers through him. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 109 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Here's Jackson. Henry's got it out on the left side. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
He's had success running the football, and this is more or less an extension of that because they drop it off to him on the screen. And I'll bet he's thinking to himself, if I didn't have to slow up a bit here in traffic, I could have really made something out of that one.
Now Jackson. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. Well, you don't have to beg the Philly faithful to make noise. On their feet for third down. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Here we go. This is fourth down. Here we go. It's Jackson on fourth down. That is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run. It's caught at the 10. And they do finally get him, but he makes it all the way to the 6. That one looks like he'll throw here. Toward the pylon, caught. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. Well, this, of course, set up by the stop a moment ago on fourth down. And now that might be the score that puts this one officially out of reach.
And it's a tough one because your hands are tied when you're losing in the fourth quarter because you know you've got to make something happen. They couldn't pick up the first down, and after that, the air just went right out of the balloon, and you knew you were looking at a defeated team.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. They'll come up first and 10 here. Jackson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. Now Jackson. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. Here's Jackson. Connecting with Andrews. Out across the 40-yard line before he's brought down, so a first down and then some. Throwing, Jackson. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And he'll take it across midfield and down the 48-yard line. Well, there's a time and a place for everything. Down 2 scores late in the fourth. I get it. Now is the time to throw it downfield, but that one might just write an end to this ball game.
Yeah, I hear all the time how critical I am of play calls. Not in this situation. No other choice.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Brandon Stevens. And the Ravens are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball. And that one was picked off.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. One last shot for Jackson. Flush to his right. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. Well, that second half Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the lead change after intermission, but they were able to pitch the shutout in the second half and get an impressive victory.
There was some expression that's not quite how I saw it playing out in my head. You know they didn't expect this at all. As you mentioned, went into the half with the lead. Losing the game is one thing. Getting shut out in the second half, that's a surprise.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Eagles are winners here as we say so long from Philadelphia.